their right to vote, and it's a good thing. So, Ali Vitale, thank you for that. Let's go right now to NBC's Alex Tabbitt, who's at a polling station in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I know, Alex, you've been speaking with voters today. What are they telling you? And it doesn't look like you have the same kind of lines to rival what Ali's got, but people are streaming in there.
That's right, Alex. Turnout isn't quite what you're seeing at Ali's polling location, but I've been talking to Haley supporters and Trump supporters. The Trump supporters say they like what he did as president, and they think he's the right man for the job to handle what's happening on the southern border. The Haley supporters, they like her track record as governor of this state. They like what she did for the local economy. They like what she did for the veterans community. They disagree on who the right person for the job is in 2024, but what a lot of them agree upon is skepticism in the 2020 election results. Take a listen to some of the answers of when I asked some of these voters, do you believe the 2020 the election results were legitimate?
No.
Why not?
Are you kidding me? All the illegal, absentee votes, all the illegal votes that were allowed, and all the illegal votes that showed up later that were for Donald Trump that were not counted is a lie. Donald Trump is our president.
Well, I stand by the fact that Joe Biden is my president, but I do have a lot of questions about it.
What are your questions?
Well, I know that Trump was leading in all these states very close to the edge, and wake up the next morning and all of a sudden all the Democrats won all those. And I mean, you've got to ask yourself what's going on.
2024, do you think there's any way that Joe Biden could legitimately, fair and square, win the election this time around?
Are you joking? Only if the illegal election happens again.
Sure, there's always a chance.
Now, of course, there was no evidence of widespread voter fraud, and legal attempts to overturn the 2020 election results failed. But looking ahead to 2024, a lot of these voters I've been speaking to say there's no way that they can imagine a hypothetical scenario where Joe Biden can legitimately win that election. So regardless of the facts, regardless of the evidence, if Joe Biden does win in 2024, there's going to be a large part of the Republican Party who may refuse to accept that. Alex?
Can I just say, Alex, it never ceases to amaze me, the falsehoods that have taken root despite all the proof to the contrary. It's pretty extraordinary, actually. But Dasha, I'm curious how much what Alex is reporting there, do you hear that as well, echoed there in the halls of CPAC, that people think the 2020 election didn't legitimize Joe Biden as president?
Yeah, I mean, this is the place where you really find the root of that, Alex. We hear that in the halls. We also hear that frequently on this stage behind me. A lot of the speakers here are promoting that former President Trump won the 2020 election, which, of course, he did not. But this is where, again, what happened on January 6th is celebrated rather than disavowed. This is where the line about the weaponization of the Justice Department is repeated over and over and over again, and where the election system in the U.S. is questioned time and time again, Alex.
Can I ask you the same question, Ali? Are you hearing similar sentiments?